was I in the fridge? Yeah, I was looking for Joe Biden. Cause that motherfucker cold up top. No? And what's going on, Read My Lips people? We are back. So it's been a pretty crazy week, hasn't it? We got Democratic nominees walking around here just straight up calling people fat and challenging people to push-up contests. You know, when you have a candidate like andrewyang running around here, giving out his ideas, talking to the masses, and just being the kind of person he is. And look, I'm not the morality police. I really care about policy when it all boils down to it. But people often talk about electability and things along that nature. And when you got a guy like andrewyang and you got a guy like Joe Biden, how on God's green earth could you possibly vote for a Joe Biden? He's lost it. He's lost it. His brain is actually melting, and his cognitive abilities are on a decline. When andrewyang got asked about if he would let anybody sit on an energy board, he gave a direct answer, and I covered that, right? I covered that, and it was actually, in context, it was Elizabeth Warren versus andrewyang and how they responded to that question. And Yang was just straight up, authentic, gave an answer. Warren, on the other hand, she gave the right answer first. She was like, no, your son shouldn't be sitting on the energy board. And then retracted it. It was like, I really gotta go and think about it. I gotta go in the politician mode, kicked right in, because unfortunately, the Democratic nominees do not want to talk about Hunter Biden in any way, shape, or form. They are avoiding that subject like the plague. They want you to have a microscopic vision on Donald Trump's call to Ukraine, and that's it. Don't worry about the dirt he got. Don't worry about anything else. Just that. So I have a clip. And the gentleman got a chance to speak. And he asked Joe Biden a very simple question, a very relevant question. And Joe Biden got incredibly aggy. And this is the response he gave.
On the other hand, send your son over there, get a job and work for a gas company that you had no experience with gas or nothing. You're selling access to the president just like he is. So
You're a damn liar, man. That's not true. And no one has ever said that. No one has heard that.
I see it on the TV.
You see it on the TV. No, I know you do. And by the way, that's why I'm not sedentary. I get up and no, let him go. Let him go. Look, the reason I'm running is because I've been around a long time and I know more than most people know. And you want to check my shape on, let's do push-ups together here, man. Let's run. Let's do whatever you want to do. Let's take the 19 test. Look, okay, I'm not going to get in an argument with you, man.
Well, I don't want to.
Well, yeah, you do, but look, fat, look, here's the deal.
It looks like you don't have any more backbone than Trump does.
So, as you saw, he completely answered that incorrectly. Like, what is wrong with you? And then there's another clip floating around where somebody asked a question. I believe it was pertaining to healthcare. And he goes, then go vote for Bernie. Then just go vote for Bernie. Like, he doesn't even care. Like, he's not even trying to reel people in at this point. No shits are given, right? So, yeah, when you see something like that, when you see that response, andrewyang would never, ever, ever give a response like that. That's just not, it's not in his nature. And I'm sitting here talking like I've known the guy for years. but you can see from the energy that he gives off, from the vibe that is Andrew Yang, from the person that is Andrew Yang, that's just not how he is, right? Biden, he just doesn't care. He doesn't care. And then he's in denial. Nobody's wondering that. Nobody's asking those questions. Yes, they are. There's no way. This is something that progressive YouTubers get wrong all the time. They say that, these people are in their bubble, right? And they don't know any better. They legit think these things. No, they know better. And they don't legit think those things. They know. You don't think Joe Biden knows that everybody wants to know about this and everybody's talking about the Hunter Biden thing? It's not just the Trump-Ukraine call. Of course everybody knows about it. Of course everybody's wondering. Of course everybody's talking about it. But he wants to pretend. It's not that he's in this bubble and he doesn't hear the talk that's going on. He knows the talk that's going on. Is that he wants to pretend that it's not going on. And how anybody can look at a Joe Biden, and I know this isn't even policy oriented. I get it. I get that this segment I'm doing isn't even policy based, right? I get it, but Joe Biden loses based on policy as well. To me, I file that under duh. So we don't even have to get into that. I'm talking because there's a lot of people that care about like morality and shit like that. That really, honestly, I don't care about mean tweets and shit like that. That really, honestly, doesn't bother me. But how anyone can see a Joe Biden and see an Andrew Yang and be like, yeah, I'll go with Biden. You think that guy can beat Trump? First of all, you're not going to out-asshole Trump. That's not happening, right? Trump is just so much better at it. Like, he's a natural at it. And he can play to a crowd, right? He can run as a populist. He knows how to read a room. And he can be an asshole. And he can do... Like, he would have took that Joe Biden thing and made it not only entertaining, but he would have flipped it and spun it too. When Joe Biden did this to the guy talking about a push-up contest, he just looked fucking silly. He looked ridiculous, right? He looked ridiculous. And I know we're not at Trump yet. We're not at Trump yet. We're not there. But, I mean, we got to vote, people. We got to vote. And for people to look at Biden and say, yeah, I like that. And then look at Andrew Yang and be like, no. Biden, utterly absurd. So, yeah, I just morality-wise and electability-wise, don't sit there and tell me Joe Biden's a better choice than Andrew Yang. Look at that. That was absolutely ridiculous. In other news, now that we got that out of the way, Joe Biden is trying to steal Andrew Yang's swag. I saw it on Padgett's channel. I saw a little bit of it, and that made me do some research into it. And I got a clip for you. Let's play that clip and come back.
Okay, so Joe Biden tweeted this: a job is about a lot more than a paycheck. It's about dignity. It's about being able to look your kid in the eye and say everything is going to be okay and mean it. Too many people today can't do that. We have to rebuild an inclusive middle class and restore the dignity of work. Oh my gosh. So then in response to this, I tweeted, Joe Biden, really, I know you like Andrew Yang, but isn't this a little close to home considering 1988? So he actually had to drop out and forfeit his presidential bid in 1988 because he was exposed for plagiarism. So I really do think there is something going on with Joe, like mentally, and I do not think this is just chalked up to age. Bernie Sanders doesn't display this. Elizabeth Warren doesn't display this. So some of you guys responded, yeah, I mean, this is just really, really odd. And then Brooke, she posted Andrew Yang's closing remarks, which is basically exactly what Joe Biden just copied.
Go to yang2020.com and make it so that we can look our kids in the eyes and say to them and believe it. Your country loves you, your country values you, and you will be all right.
Oh my gosh, this is insane.
So, that's crazy. That's crazy. Biden comes out and says, I'm just going to reread it. A job is about a lot more than a paycheck. It's about dignity. It's about being able to look your kid in the eye and say everything is going to be okay and mean it. Too many people today can't do that. That sounds eerily familiar. Eerily familiar, doesn't it? And so Paget, as she said, he had to drop out in 1988 because of plagiarism. And he just straight up tried to steal Yang's swag. Like, Yang's closing statement was the best that night in that debate. And it stood out. It wasn't like something obscure that one of the other candidates said that may not have hit hard, and Joe took it and sort of, put his own twist on it. No, that was the closing statement of the night. He liked it, and he took it. And I guarantee if you were to ask Joe Biden, like, hey, why'd you steal Yang's, why'd you steal Yang's closing statement and post it like it's your own, etc., he would deny it to the fullest. He'd probably challenge you to chin-ups. He'd probably be like, knuckle up. We're doing some chin-ups. Like, he can't even respond to questions in a adult-like manner. So you're stealing other people's closing statements and trying to pretend they're your own. You're challenging voters to push-up contests and straight up calling them fat. And then his team tried to say that he meant to say facts. No. You called him fat. Just, take it. Accept it. Accept it. Take it for what it is. Why? We'd have a lot more respect for you if you said, yeah, I called him fat. I feel like he was fat. But then, to be like, no, I meant fact. Like, no. And the dude's a joke. Joe Biden some years ago was a lot stronger of a candidate than he is now. Even though he's lost so many times, he was still a lot stronger of a candidate than he is now. This Joe Biden is on the decline, politically and mentally. And so I found it fascinating that, he would just straight up steal Yang's closing statement and pretend it was his own. So, this isn't, like you saw in the video, Brooke covered it, Mindful Skeptics covered it, or at least mentioned it on Twitter. So, I had to throw my hat in the ring. If you know Joe Biden fans, do them a favor and talk them out of it. And I get a lot of the older generations for Joe Biden, and there's a lot of reasons for that, and we can touch on that later. But if you're on the fence, if you happen to stumble across this video and you're on the fence between Joe Biden and whoever else, get off that Biden wave. Get off that Biden wave. He's crashing and burning. Even the establishment doesn't want him. They wanted a Pete Buttigieg. They wanted a Kamala Harris. But it looks like they may end up having to back Joe. They don't want to. But, I just thought this was neat. I thought this was interesting. And, just straight up stealing swag, yo. Just straight up stealing Yang swag. Unreal. Push-up contest. If him and Yang get into an argument, he's going to challenge Yang to a skateboarding contest. Guaranteed. Blindfolded. On one leg. Blindfolded on one leg. I guarantee. Because Biden don't play. He don't play that shit. So, yes, tomorrow I gave you guys some, a little bit extra time just in case because I know a lot of people didn't see that video. But tomorrow I am announcing the winners of the Yang t-shirts that I was going to give away. Again, if you haven't done so, you got till tomorrow. You got till tomorrow by 7 o'clock. So Sunday, 7 p.m. you got to. Click on the card above. Follow the instructions to put your name in the comments and do whatever you have to do in that video to get the opportunity to win the t-shirts. I gave you guys a couple extra days. I was supposed to announce it on Friday. I'm giving you guys till Sunday. And that will be announced tomorrow. And I got a couple more announcements tomorrow to make about different projects and things that are going on. So, if you like what you see, if you like what you hear, please like, comment, subscribe. I really appreciate it. If you don't, let me know in the comment section why. I'm always down to talk about it. I have a PayPal, a Cash App, and a Venmo link in the description below. Please feel free to donate to the channel. Every little bit helps my channel grow. Actually, for the month of December, any donation I get is going to be used on my trip to New Hampshire when I meet Andrew Yang. I'm going there on New Year's Eve. I'm going to meet up with Russell from Grassroots Yang Gang. And I'm going to meet the man, Andrew Yang. And so it will be used for, like, hotel stays and fees and stuff like that and food. So, you know, feel free to donate if you want to support me in meeting Andrew Yang New Year's Eve. So hopefully I'll be talking to you guys soon. Have a good one.